Scattered pockets of fighting continued around the southern Yemeni capital of Aden, as Houthi militants tried to advance against local militias along various fronts. Eyewitnesses said gun battles and heavy shelling ripped through a downtown district near the city's port. It was not immediately clear how much territory the Houthis control. Houthi tanks attempted to advance into Aden from the north, despite resistance from local fighters. Arab media also reported tribal fighters from the eastern province of Hadramout are also trying to move on Makalla from the east to try to dislodge al-Qaida fighters who control the district. The Houthis also appear to be attempting to advance from the west. The Houthis al Maseera TV showed video of the port region of Aden, claiming the group controls the area. A young Houthi fighter in a military uniform insisted his unit is advancing, saying Houthi tanks are ready to move on the nearby district of Makalla. Al Arabiya TV indicated the Saudi-led coalition battling to push back the Houthis launched airstrikes along various routes to try to cut Houthi supply lines. Last Houthi stronghold. The Houthi forces have been battling to take Aden, a last foothold of fighters loyal to Saudi-backed President Abd Mansur Hadi, advancing to the city center despite 11 days of airstrikes by a Saudi-led coalition of mainly Gulf air forces. Sunni Muslim Saudi Arabia launched the airstrikes on March 26 in an attempt to turn back the Iran-allied Shiite Houthis, who already control Yemen's capital Sana'a, and restore some of Hadi's crumbling authority. The fighting has failed so far to inflict any decisive defeat on the Houthis, who deny they are being armed by Tehran, or the supporters of former President Ali Abdullah Saleh, who are fighting alongside them, but the growing death toll and humanitarian suffering has alarmed aid workers. The United Nations said on Thursday that more than 500 people had been killed in 2 weeks of fighting in Yemen. The International Red Cross said Sunday it had been given permission by the Saudi-led coalition to enter Yemen with medical supplies and staff, a spokeswoman told Reuters. A pro-Houthi militia source said 36 Houthi and allied fighters were killed on Sunday in Aden's central Mualla district, near the port, while 11 of Houthis' combatants died. Ready for talks. Both Saudi Arabia and the Houthis say they are ready for talks which could return Yemen to the political transition which started when Saleh stood down in 2012, following huge street protests against his rule, inspired by wider Arab uprisings. But they have set out incompatible conditions for the talks, and neighboring Oman, which often steers an independent course in the Gulf and has stayed clear of the Saudi-led military operations, said last week that neither side was ready for negotiations. A senior Houthi member said on Sunday the group is ready for peace talks as long as the Saudi-led air campaign is halted and negotiations are overseen by non-aggressive parties.